Alright, so I got all the resistors in. Right there. Soldering job looks okay. I've done better. Here's all the resistors. Metal film. Alright, on to the next step.
On dusty city streets, where concrete meets your feet, ambition keeps the beat.
Alright, so all of the caps are in right here, these brown looking things. And these almost battery looking things right here are in as well, the caps. Now I am going to be putting in these right here, the LEDs, the diodes. I think these are called transistors. Alright, so all the resistors are in, all the caps are in, all the transistors are in, the diodes are in right there. There's another diode hidden back there. I'm not sure if I put in the LEDs incorrectly. I put the positive in the square hole. I'm afraid that may not be correct. The reason I say that is because on the diodes up here, I put the negative hole in the square. And for the LEDs, I did the opposite. I put the positive in the square. So, we'll see if I did it right or not. It's a learning experience, and you know, learning is part of the fun of building these things. Alright, so I've got my parts kind of laid out how I want them to be in the box. Like here's my board, there's a switch. I got all these cables here that are different colors. I shouldn't call them cables, wires, right? And what I'm going to try to do now is try to wire them up like how it is on this thing right here. So, wish me luck. This is actually one of the more difficult parts, in my opinion, because you kind of have to guess how much cable length you're going to need and how it's going to look once you're done. Hopefully it looks pretty neat once I'm done. So, wish me luck. Alright, it's done. Here's the board. Here's all the wires coming out of the board to the pots and switches. And here's the switch right there. There's the jacks up there. Just tested it. Everything works. It sounds pretty good. I'll give you guys a sound demo in about a couple months. Because I want to build some other pedals right now before I make any other videos. So, there it is. I ran into a little problem because I would put in a wire and then I would connect the wire to wherever it went, and I kept having to flip the board over to the other side to solder the wire in, then flip it back up, just solder it to its part, and actually one of the wires broke off, so I had to desolder it, and yeah, that was a pain in the butt. So now I know that I'm just gonna solder in all these cables first, so I just have a whole bunch of wires sticking straight up, and then once all that's done, I'll solder all the other parts together. So, I'm very happy. I just tested it. It worked. Turn it on. Yeah, you see the LED working there. I'll give you guys a sound clip in a couple of days, or once I'm done with my other pedals. So there it is. It's all done. It's not too bad. It's kind of scary because you put in like, 4 to 8 hours into this thing, and then it all comes down to, there's one moment where it works or it doesn't. But luckily for me it worked, even though I ran into a couple problems. So, cool.